What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a beginner-friendly leg day glute workout. I do so many of these on my TikTok. If you guys want to follow me, it is Taylor Fit. But I figured I would do a full YouTube version and kind of like walk you through everything. So this workout is perfect for my beginner girlies that are just starting out in the gym. Before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you guys don't miss any more videos from me. All right, we're gonna start on the treadmill. We're gonna do a quick little warm-up, 10-minute incline walk, and then we're gonna do some mobility and glute activation. So I usually go at the speed 3 and a high incline of like 12. In the summer, I usually walk to the gym, so I'll skip this step, but it's getting a little bit chillier out, so I always like to get my legs really warmed up before a good workout. Okay, once we're done with our incline walk, it's time to do some mobility and stretching. It's really important to do dynamic stretches and mobility work to just really open up your hips and really make sure you can get that depth in all of your movements. The first one I like to do is low lateral lunges. So it looks like this. You'll pause a little bit at the bottom, come up and switch sides. This one's really, really great for getting a nice stretch in your inner thigh here and really opening up your hips. If this is too challenging for you, which it might be if you're a beginner, then you can do windmills. So that is just when you're going side to side like this. This is a great mobility warm-up. We're gonna do some leg swings. So I do about 20 each leg. I would also recommend doing some core stability movements before your workouts, especially if you're a beginner, just to really get that core activated, because a lot of leg workouts or exercises consist of your core really engaged and keeping you stabilized. So we want to make sure that core is really engaged before we start working out. So let's do some dead bugs. So this is when you put your opposite hand to foot out and then back into the center. And your head is going to be off the ground the whole time, and your abs are doing a little bit of a contraction. And do about 20 of these. All right, let's move on to glute activation. So you're gonna grab a booty band. These ones are from Peach Bands. They're the best booty bands. You guys can use the code Taylor to get a discount on these, but any booty band will do. Glute activation is basically just to activate your glutes before you start working out. That way, during your exercises, your glutes are really the muscle that's fired up the most because you've already activated them, if that makes sense. So we're gonna do some squats. Do 10 squats. We're gonna do some crab walks. So you're gonna squat down and go side to side. Then we're gonna do some kickbacks. So kicking your leg backwards, 10 on each leg. All right, warm-up is done. Let's move on to our first exercise. It's gonna be on the Smith machine. So if you're a beginner, I would recommend sticking to machines and dumbbells before you go on to the big barbells and everything. I don't think beginners should even consider using a barbell until you're a few months into the gym. So the first exercise is gonna be a Smith machine squat. So this is gonna get the same kind of feeling as a barbell squat, but the Smith machine is the one that has the barbell that's connected to the two sides. So it's actually being held on by the two sides, if that makes sense. I'll put a picture of the Smith machine right here. So look around your gym for it, try and find it. You don't have to like balance it on your back or anything. It kind of just does that for you. So it's very beginner friendly. All right, so this is what the Smith machine looks like. Like I said, it's just a barbell here. There's like little things that you can clip it onto to kind of hold it in position. So you might have to move it up or you might have to move it down. Basically, this machine is gonna be your best friend when you first start out in the gym and you wanna grow a booty. So let's put some weight on. You can totally start with no weight on the bar at all, just to kind of get the movement. But once you do it a couple times, you can start adding plates to the bar. You might add a 5-pound or a 10-pound or whatever you feel comfortable with. Don't push yourself too much, but you do want to be challenging yourself where you're kind of struggling to get up on the last rep. Okay, so we're doing a Smith machine squat. So you're gonna put your head under the bar like this. You're gonna get it off of that clip. So now it's just loose. and you're holding it with your back. You're gonna put your feet a little bit further than shoulder width apart. Now this position is gonna be different for everybody. You might have to move your feet forward a little bit. You might have to move them back. I usually like them right underneath the bar. And then you're just gonna squat down, keeping your core engaged. You're gonna stop right here and then push back up with your glutes. Make sure you're not going like this or you're not going like this. You wanna go straight down, push your butt back, keep your back flat and come right up. To feel this more in your glutes, what I like to focus on is pushing through your heels instead of your toes. So push through your heels every time you come up. And we're doing 10 reps. 10. Then you're gonna pause and rest for 60 seconds. So whether you wanna put that on your phone or a timer, I usually like to rest between 60 to 90 seconds. Rest is super, super important. That way you can give it your all on every single set that you do. So we are doing 3 sets of 10. I'd recommend doing 3 sets of 10 of everything if you're a beginner, just to keep it simple. But what we don't wanna do is 30 reps back to back. You wanna do 10, rest for 60 seconds, another 10, rest for 60 seconds, and then another 10. So that is what 3 sets of 10 means. You can add more weight to the bar every time that you do a new set if you want it more of a challenge. Okay, it's been 60 seconds. Let's do set number 2. All right, rest for 60 seconds again. I love the Smith machine because you can do so much on it. So we're doing squats right now, but you can also do hip thrusts, lunges, deadlifts, literally everything on this machine. So you can stay in one place the whole time if you wanted to use this machine for everything. I'm gonna show you guys some dumbbell stuff after this, but this machine is great for beginners. All right, last set. Okay, moving on to RDLs. So I always have RDLs in my leg days. Even as a beginner, I think it's super important to get the movement down. But instead of doing it on a barbell, we're gonna do it with dumbbells. So you're gonna grab 2 dumbbells. Make sure they're a little bit heavy for you so you're challenging yourself. You're gonna put your feet shoulder width apart. So you're gonna push your butt back and you're gonna bend down, just a slight bend. You're gonna stop about here and then you're gonna come back up. Everything is glute focused, okay? So I want you to be really squeezing with your glutes on the way up. Once again, down, pause, and squeeze up with your glutes. You wanna keep your head neutral, so you don't wanna be looking forward. This movement takes a lot of practice, you guys. So if you can't get it right away, don't feel discouraged. It is a trickier movement. All right, so we're doing 3 sets of 10 once again, you guys. So let's go. 1, 2. The first part of the movement is pushing your butt backwards, okay? So you don't wanna bend over, you wanna push your butt backwards, and that's what causes you to bend over. All right, guys, we're moving on to hip thrusts. So we're gonna do hip thrusts with a dumbbell because this is the most beginner-friendly way to do hip thrusts. Once you get more advanced, you can do these with a full barbell or you can do them on the Smith machine. So you're gonna grab 1 big dumbbell, and we're gonna put this on our hips here. There's gonna be a bench behind you. Get into position like this. Okay, so now the dumbbell is on your hips. Your feet are shoulder width apart, so not too wide, not too narrow. And you wanna create a 90-degree angle with your legs. So you don't want them to be too far in like this or too far out like this. You want them to be perfectly 90 degrees, okay? This is gonna target your glutes the most. So you're gonna come down like this, and you're gonna squeeze up with your glutes, hold it for 1 second, and then come down slowly, go up, hold, down slowly, go up, hold. 3 sets of 10 again, guys. You should be squeezing your glutes as much as you can at the top here. So don't stop down here, go all the way up until your glutes are fully contracted. And you don't wanna just bring it down like this. You really wanna stay controlled so your glutes are having a lot of time under tension. That's really good for the glute gains. All right, and come down. If you feel like you have a hard time keeping your knees stable and you feel like they're wobbling a lot, you can add a booty band, and that will help stabilize your knees. adding a booty band will also activate your side glutes, which I love. So sometimes I do just like to add the booty band just for that extra glute contraction on the side. All right, let's do our second set. To get in position for these, I like to put my elbows on the bench like this and kind of bring myself up with my upper body. Place your back on the bench. Your back placement on the bench should be right where your sports bra is, right where the band of your sports bra is. 90-degree angle. And let's go, 10 reps. All right, guys, I did my third set off camera just so this video isn't too long. But the next exercise we're gonna do, right back to back with hip thrusts, is single leg hip thrust. So I'm actually gonna take this off. We don't need this band anymore. So you're gonna grab one dumbbell, a little bit lighter than the dumbbell you use for regular hip thrusts. And let me just show you what this movement looks like without the dumbbell, okay? So this is what a normal hip thrust looks like. So you're basically just gonna do this, but with one leg. So you're gonna put the one leg a little bit more center so you can stay balanced. Put the other leg out like this. And you're gonna go down, you're gonna come up, bend this leg, come down and up, down and up. And you can totally do this with no weight if the weight is too much for you. But if you do want that extra challenge, you can add a weight. And you wanna come down, then up, down, up, down, up. So we're gonna do 10 each side. Single leg movements are great if you have muscle imbalances. So if one leg is stronger than the other, this will really help target each glute separately. All right, rest for 60 seconds, and then you're gonna repeat that 2 more times. All right, guys, the next exercise is gonna be cable kickbacks. So you're gonna find a cable machine like this. You're gonna need some ankle straps. So mine are from Peach Bands, but every gym should have them. I'll just show you actually. So this is what they'll look like. You're gonna hook them onto your ankle and Velcro them together. The cable machine moves like this. So if you get to the cable machine, it could be high like this. So you're gonna have to pull the pin and bring it all the way down. Then you're gonna hook the hook onto your ankle strap. Make sure it's on a lower weight. Then you're gonna step back with this foot, and you're just gonna do kickbacks with the other leg. I usually keep my legs straight for this. You definitely can bring it in and give it a little bend and then push it out if you prefer that. I just like to keep mine straight. So 3 sets of 10. This one's really gonna focus all on the glutes here, the upper glutes. Okay, rest for 60 seconds, and then you guessed it, 2 more sets. All right, guys, that is it for the strength training portion of the workout, and now we have to move on to stretching. Stretching is so important to do after your workout, especially on leg days, because it prevents muscle soreness, so you won't wake up feeling super, super sore. The app that I actually use is called Stretch It. So I'd like to thank Stretch It for sponsoring this portion of the video. So Stretch It is a subscription-based health and fitness app that offers mobility and flexibility training to help people make stretching a habit. So I love using this app. It's super easy to follow, and instead of making my own stretches up, it kind of just does it for me. If you guys want to join Stretch It with me, you guys can use the code Taylor30. I'll leave it on the screen right here. That'll get you 30% off of your first monthly or yearly subscription. But also, you guys can actually get the chance to get 6 months for free. All you have to do is download the Stretch It app, pass the 30-day challenge, send the photos of your results to the support team, and they'll give you 6 months for free. Make sure to go through the link in my description and enter the code Taylor30 to get 30% off. The discount can only be applied on the website, but it'll all get transferred over to the app once you sign in. So anyways, let's do some stretches. I'm actually gonna do this one here. So you can actually type at the top what body part you want to stretch, and it'll come up. So I'm gonna do the leg one. It's called Sore Legs 1.
It's safe to say the kid get older. Forever gang, I'm never switching over. Made a lane and niggas can't get over. I can't mess with rappers, they be bogus. Brother get the pack and keep it open. Big dripper stand up in the ocean. Everybody trapping, we get lotion. He ain't focused yet, but he ain't got motion. Made a half a ticket out promotion. Shout out switching sweet and keep me rolling. But if we get the op, we gotta slow. Ride around with Drake, like we OVO. I got some rats and I want some. Still got them pass in the hood, call it give and go. Keep a nigga, man, bitch in a figure four. Let me fuck when I want, I just come and go. Man, these rackets too deep for these skinny clothes. I might put me in some picture boat. They look bro, hit this nigga, it's like getting low. I spent time on the roots on the Lambo and didn't even know how to move them motherfuckers go. On my birthday, I just wanna lift the dough. Barely fit, but don't play with me, period.
Alright guys, we're back home from the gym now. Make sure you guys have a good high protein meal or snack right after you work out. That's the best time to get your protein in. I'm just gonna have a protein shake with this protein powder and some water, but whatever you do, please make sure you get your protein in. That is essential for glute growth. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys found it helpful or enjoyed it at all, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you guys don't miss any more videos from me. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.